The National Environmental Policy Act, or NEPA, imposes procedural requirements on agencies that help agencies make well-considered decisions. But what happens if a court doesn't like an agency's decision? We'll see the limits of the role of courts in Stryckers Bay Neighborhood Council versus Karlen. In 1962, the New York City Planning Commission, in conjunction with the United States Department of Housing and Urban Development, or HUD, created a plan to revive 20 square blocks in Manhattan. The plan was originally designed to create a mix of 70% middle-income housing and 30% low-income housing. Private companies and government agencies also participated in the creation of the plan. In 1969, local agencies determined that the percentage of low-income housing wouldn't be sufficient to satisfy the needs of the area. The Commission amended the plan to include a high-rise building with 160 low-income housing units. Trinity Episcopal School Corporation, a plan participant, sued the Commission and HUD and sought an injunction to prevent the construction of the new low-income units. Roland Karlen and a community group intervened as plaintiffs, and Stryckers Bay Neighborhood Council intervened as a defendant. The district court found in favor of Stryckers Bay and held that HUD didn't violate NEPA when it planned to add the high-rise. Karlen appealed. The Court of Appeals affirmed on every issue except the NEPA claim. Although the Court of Appeals agreed that HUD wasn't required to prepare a full environmental impact statement, HUD hadn't studied and described appropriate alternatives as required by NEPA. On remand, HUD created a special environmental clearance report, which found that even though there were potential social impacts associated with the new low-income building, these problems weren't serious enough to make the plan unacceptable. Any changes to the Commission's plan could delay the project by more than 2 years, which HUD found to be an unacceptable delay. In light of HUD's report, the district court found in favor of HUD again. Karlen appealed, and the Court of Appeals vacated and remanded again. The Court of Appeals held that simply considering alternatives wasn't an end in itself. HUD needed to consider other environmental factors rather than just heavily weighing the potential delay. The Supreme Court granted cert.